Episode 3875, Forgotten Treasures in Your Marriage.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. I hope you're having a fabulous time with your family this weekend. You know what? The cooler air is moving in. The leaves are falling. Guess what? Thanksgiving's around the corner. And today, it's all about your marriage, your relationship, what you're building with each other. And hey, do you like to go on a hunt? Oh yeah. It's all about forgotten treasures in your marriage. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, Inspiring Connection and Community. You know, life pulls you in 1,000 directions between work, errands, kids, social commitments. You've got the holidays. You've got the, I just want to I want to be lazy. I don't want to do anything. And it just piles on, right? And it feels like you're stretched so thin, barely holding everything together. And in moments like these, staying happily married can seem like an impossible task. The easiest escape? Giving up, walking away, or settling for less than you deserve. Yeah, you've been there, haven't you? If we're honest, we've all been there. But before you let frustration win, pause and ask yourself, what about the forgotten treasures in your marriage? Long before the chaos took over, there were sparks, joy, and real connection. And when you had those moments, they were real. They were tangible. You could hold them, squeeze them. In fact, you could actually sit somewhere, probably in your bed late at night going, is he thinking about me? Oh, is she wondering and looking at the same stars that I am? These moments, they just don't vanish. They seem to, though, because we've got so many layers in our life. And they just get buried under these layers of routine and stress. And rediscovering them isn't fantasy. It's strategic, it's essential, and you can do it. I mean, imagine what could change if you found those treasures again. The laughter, the intimacy, the feeling that you still have a partner who sees, who supports you, who hears you, and respects you. But the thing is how do you get back there? Well, you know how to do it. You got to go dig for the treasure. You've got to rediscover the treasures. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Rediscover the treasures. And it's just not any way you do it. It'd be nice if you could just go and get your shovel and, your cute little pan and wear some gloves and go out there and dig in the dirt. And all of a sudden, voila, it's there. But it doesn't happen that way. Because you didn't get to where you are today with voila. Right? It's stuff that's built up over time. And it's hard because when we have that kind of stuff, some of it's junk, some of it's treasure. But when you put it all together, it's called life. And sometimes we take care more of the junk than we do the treasure. And when push comes to shove, it's all about the junk and not the treasures. Where are you in your marriage today? Are you one who's already dreading the holidays? Maybe it's because the in-laws are coming or even your parents are coming. Maybe it's because you're missing someone this year. And already you're getting this kind of stuff in your head going, I don't know if I can handle another season like this. And then when you go in the privacy of your own home, you don't even feel like it's private anymore because you don't even know who you are, who you're sleeping with. And you're like, where am I? Who am I with? What am I doing here? Honestly, I do believe that everybody in any relationship, specifically marriage though, has this coming to point. And it's not one that you have to hang out long in, but sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. All of it's circumstantial. All depends upon the two people involved, right? And if both people are willing, it can change in literally a heartbeat. But if one is the only one fighting, it takes one to start and two to finish. It could seem like a real battle for not just years, but decades. So how do you rediscover the treasures? How do you begin to move forward and unearth those hidden gems within your marriage? Number one, hit pause and prioritize presence. When life keeps speeding up, your attention fragments, right? It goes all over the place. The phone pings, the calendars, the overflow, the overwhelm, the distractions, they pile up. The first treasure you lose is presence. The simple act of truly showing up for each other. So make a choice each day to put away the noise for a dedicated window of time. No phones, no multitasking, just intentional, undistracted time together. Even 10 minutes of real eye contact can change the trajectory of your marriage if you did it every day. 10 minutes of honest talk, 10 minutes of shared silence that allows you just to reconnect with each other, knowing that, wait, this is real. Like, I love you, I see you, I hear you, I'm touching you. But a lot of times we're not. We're going in 20,000 different directions. And in all honesty, that's not overinflating the whole idea of our craziness in life. I mean, when you look at social media, when you look at all the choices we have for watching TV, for going out and doing things, for going to restaurants, my goodness, if you had all the money in the world, you may not spend the same time with the same person that you said I do with. You spend it with everybody else. I mean, if you were to sit down and calculate how long you spend with your spouse and how much time you spend at work, who would win? Come on, you already know it deep down. And some people would say, well, I've got to work to earn money. Yes, you do, but there has to be a balance. There has to be that harmony. And you have to be on board together. And if everything's always about work, you come home and it's in the emails. You come home, you're taking phone calls. You come home, you do this. At some point, something's going to give. Something's going to break. And unfortunately, it's not usually the job. It's usually the marriage. This holiday season, I want it to be different for you. I want you to rediscover the treasures. And if you're going through a rough time and you're thinking, Christine, I don't know if this is really good for us, start little. Just see, introduce it. Say, I got this crazy idea from this girl. And you know what? Say, hey, listen to this episode. And say, what do you think about doing something like that? You know, it was interesting. I was talking to my husband a few days ago, and he said something, and honestly, I don't remember exactly what it was, but what it did to me is what mattered. It stopped me in my tracks. And I was talking to him on the phone. He wasn't standing in front of me. He wasn't like yelling around a corner in the house or something. But he was talking to me. He was at work. He was talking to me, and he said something, and whoa. My moment froze. And I was so wrapped up, even though he wasn't present, remind you. I felt like I was right there. We were right there standing, holding each other right then and there. You can be present even without being present in the same physical area. But it takes work to get there. So start with the little things. Hit pause and prioritize presence. Number 2, revisit what drew you together. Your relationship had a start, right? Memories, values you lined up that just were like, yeah, this is like, oh, this makes so much sense. Jokes you shared and dreams that you began to build, that you did build, and maybe some that are just brand new. Revisit that foundation deliberately. Go there. Pull out old photos. Retell your story. Maybe you need to go and recreate a memorable date. We tell this to our kids all the time, but this is way back in the day when you could go get a taco for like 29 cents. Do you remember those days? Well, those were our kind of splurge moments. And it usually was like, okay, hey, well, let's run somewhere because we were starving college kids. I was working, he was working. We were going to a private college, and money was not something that just grew on trees for us. We had to, balance our budget literally. And so going out to Taco Bell was a big deal. And there are times that he would buy for me, and there were times I would buy for him, and there were times that I would buy my own and he would buy his own. But the thing was we did it together. And so we tell our kids all the time, well, this is what we did. And so every single time we'd go, past a Taco Bell or something, if we're reminiscing about something, oh yeah, Mom and Dad, remember? And they now carry that story with them. Why? Well, I know it's kind of cheap food. I know, I get it. Don't tell me all the bad stuff that's in it. No more. But that's a memory, right? That allows us to pull ourselves back in time for a little bit. And now you go and it's like, I don't think you can get a taco for less than like $2 now, can you? Seriously, I don't think you can get the chips that way anymore, but that's for another episode. So this isn't just nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. It's remembering the reasons that made your bond compelling. The stuff you sacrifice for each other, right? 29 cents back then was a lot for us to sacrifice. You're like, but that was only a taco. It was, but when you literally were paying pennies to the dollar for gas, it all added up real quickly. And our schooling was a long way away. We had many, many years of postgraduate school. And so it wasn't like that we were just made of, millions of dollars and could do whatever we wanted. No, we were on a budget. But you see, when you allow yourself to revisit and, recall those memories, it's that stuff that's irresistible and why you chose to blend your life with that person. Yeah, that's my person. In fact, okay, I got to tell you this story too. So I was looking for something in my husband's office, and I love him dearly. He does not organize the way I organize, so therefore he organizes completely wrong. And I will tell him that. He knows that. And you probably have something like that, oh, I love them, but you know what? They just don't do this right because this is how I want to do it. Well, my organization is totally different than his. And so he puts all the stuff away and files it. I take care of all the mail and the bills and whatnot, and then he takes it and files it. Well, he filed something he wasn't supposed to file. I'm like, why did you file this? And so I'm in his office. He's, of course, at work. I'm in his office and I'm like, where did you put this? I need to verify this. I need to verify it now. And you've put it away. Now I'm saying this out loud. I'm not talking to him. And so my son comes in and I said, son, I love your dad dearly, but this drives me absolutely crazy. I said, this is a quirk about him that, you know what? And those are things that you laugh about because none of us are perfect. But for some reason in marriage, we think that, oh my gosh, both spouses have to be perfect. No, you don't, because you never will. So get over it now. Learn to laugh at each other, with each other. Create jokes, create inside things that like only you understand. And so even in that moment, I was telling my son, I'm like, you know what, your father is amazing at a lot of things, but he is not amazing at organization. Hence why I have the nickname Origami Mommy. I do not let him pack for vacations. I do it. I can fit it all in our vehicle. And there is stuff out of stuff, and I will have all over the United States of America, I will have bellmen and bellwomen who will say, I do not know how you got all this stuff in your car. 7 people. And enough stuff for 2 weeks worth of stuff. I kid you not. And it all fits in there. And I do it twice, before we go and when we come back. And so, yeah, we kind of giggle about that. And that's why the kids call me Origami Mommy. That's it. You got this, Mom. And they all know, don't let Dad touch it because Mom's going to come and she's going to move it and it's actually going to turn out right. Now that kind of sounds weird. It sounds like we're putting down Dad. No, we're not. We're having fun with it. He knows it. I know it. The kids know it. We all know it. And we laugh about it. That's the kind of stuff that you revisit. Those are the kind of things you're like, yeah, that's what makes us neat and different. And we love each other for it. So revisit what drew you together. Revisit those crazy times. And then finally, number 3, since you're revisiting right now, you've got to go fast forward. Create new rituals that matter. Routine kills romance only when it becomes monotonous and meaningless. But rituals done right reinforces connection. That's what you're looking for, is that connection, that moment. So find or create rituals that feel significant to both of you. Maybe now your mornings aren't as crazy, so maybe you enjoy those coffee chats in the morning, or maybe that's a weekend thing. Maybe you go at night and you do weekly walks after dinner. Now I know it's starting to get cold, but maybe you go now in the afternoon just on the weekends. Maybe it's Sunday night check-ins where you just snuggle in bed, football time is over, and you just snuggle and you sometimes just hold each other. You don't even have to talk. These become anchors and amid the chaos of everything. Moments where you reconnect on a deeper level. And yeah, words are involved, but sometimes it's not always about the words. The trick is consistency with intention, not expensive or elaborate gestures. It's not about, hey, I got all this for you, babe. No. Go back to Taco Bell. Go back to the 29-cent taco. Sometimes it's honestly, not sometimes, most of the time, has nothing to do with money. But money gets in our way in our marriage. Now, we could spend years on that for sure. But so now, I want you to think about how you can create new rituals that matter. Because no marriage stays fresh and fulfilling without effort. But effort without focus on what really matters, it burns out fast. To rediscovering these forgotten treasures, it shifts the trajectory of your relationship from exhaustion to engagement, from surviving to thriving. And that's when you're like, I cannot wait to go sit on the couch with my wife. I cannot wait to be there with my husband. That's the kind of magnetism that you want in your marriage. Right? Your marriage isn't just a checkbox or a compromise. It's a living, breathing partnership waiting to be dug up, dusted off, and cherished again and again and again. And those forgotten treasures, they just might be the best find ever. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed weekend, and go digging. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life, and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.